NBA teams were announced, and for the first time since 2007, LeBron did not make first team. Instead, he made third team after only playing in 55 games this season, but he still averaged 27, 8, and 8. Klay Thompson, on the other hand, was left off all three teams, with Russell Westbrook and Kevin Walker being named the third team guards. Yesterday, Klay was told the news by a reporter and did not seem too happy. Take a listen.
You nearly made the All-NBA team instead of elevated with your potential.
Oh, I didn't? They already came out?
Yeah, it came out today. You were like right behind Beal. Who got, or no, right behind who got third. But you barely, yeah, Kemba got it. You were a couple.
I mean, that's cool and all, but like, when you go to 5 straight finals, I respect those guys, but when you go to 5 straight, I mean, it takes more than just a couple of NBA guys. Play all-time team, but whatever. That's not. I'd rather win a championship than be third team All-NBA. So it's all good.
Whew, you get his reaction right there. Shannon, what was the bigger surprise, LeBron or Klay?
I think LeBron being third team, Skip. I thought LeBron should have been at second team at worst case scenario because he had more points, more rebounds, more assists, even though Kawhi was high. Career high in all of those, and he shot a better field goal percentage. And if you look at the records, the Lakers were 9-18 without LeBron. The Raptors were 17-5 without Kawhi. So just on that alone, I felt LeBron should have gotten the nod over Kawhi.
See, I told you had a great supporting cast, didn't I? Well, you stepped right into it. I just got to make the point. You're making my case. Thank you.
Both of the guys missed a lot of time. LeBron only played 55 games, so he missed 27. But he missed the lion's share of those games, Skip, with a significant injury that was diagnosed. I'm not so sure we still know the injury that caused Kawhi to miss 22 games.
Thank you. You're confirming my argument again. Thank you very much.
Skip,
mysterious, inexplicable, never on the injury report. Go ahead.
So with that being said, I think LeBron should have been, at worst, second team.
Second team?
Yes.
Wow. I am here to tell you, if LeBron's first name were Joe James, he wouldn't have made first, second, third, fourth, or fifth team off last year. Well, he just wouldn't have.
Why wouldn't he?
It's just on reputation, and I give you this. He is the biggest draw in the NBA, and it's not even close. It's why all the playoff rating numbers are down, because we don't have your guy on TV. He's watching on his couch.
Well, can you name a guy that made the first or second team other than Paul George that had more points?
Okay, well, I can name one guy who didn't even come close in votes. He was the next in the voting line, but LeBron had 111 votes. The next in line behind him to make third team had 17 votes, 111 to 17. That guy's name is LaMarcus Aldridge, and he plays for my San Antonio Spurs, and I watched him every night. You know why I got to watch him every night? Because he played 81 of 82 games for a guy in Greg Popovich who is notorious for resting his stars. So he was the primary scorer and the primary rim protector, for a team that went 48-33 in the games he played in. 48-33, that's pretty good, because that got them the 7th seed when most people thought they wouldn't even come close to making the playoffs, right?
Well, considering that he doesn't do a whole lot on most nights, he should have played 81 games.
Really?
LeBron, he ain't generating, Skip.
Wow.
He is not initiating offense. He's not bestowed. He's not
He's
asked.
a primary scorer. He averaged 21 a game for a team that scores low, that shares
LeBron
the ball.
average?
Well, I don't know. I just know the bottom line.
27.
Okay. Well, speaking of 27, that's what part of the record. His record in the games that he played was 28-27. So they lost 27 games with LeBron in the lineup as he averaged 27 points a game. He did get hurt. Thank you very much. You're disqualified.
No.
I can't help it. I'm sorry. I'm going to knock on wood for you.
But Kawhi missed 22 games and he got second team.
I'm only talking about third team versus LaMarcus Aldridge. That's all I care about.
But LaMarcus, stop it.
Stop it how? He was just better. His impact on his team was far greater than LeBron's on his team. Far greater.
First of all, Skip, stop.
Far greater. No, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to start because, want to do win shares? Let's use win shares. It's a telling statistic.
AD and Cat should have been over LaMarcus Aldridge.
Stop it. LaMarcus Aldridge.
PER. Don't you like that
stat? Stop it. 9.3 win shares was LaMarcus this year. LeBron was down at 7.2. How can a guy make third team when he made only 67% of his free throws? 67. Guess what LaMarcus made? 85%.
Well, Shaq made it. Shaq shot 50% sometimes.
I don't care. We're not talking about Shaquille O'Neal. And don't even dare to put LeBron in the same conversation with Shaq, because for 3 years, Shaq had far greater impact on basketball games than LeBron has ever
Shaq played 19 years, though.
Okay, but he fell completely out of
But
shape.
how's that LeBron's fault?
Okay,
LeBron
well, you brought him up. I just closed the case.
No, you didn't. And Clay.
In those 3 years, I'll take Shaq over LeBron any day.
That's how we like.
Okay, well, you just brought it up.
I'm just saying.
I just finished it.
No, I just want you to stop trying to minimize LeBron's impact and what he's done.
28 and 27?
Because he didn't make free throws like I thought he would.
Okay.
But he'll be back to that 78, 80% next year.
Okay, you're going to lose another case,
No, I'm not.
Practice.
But
Okay.
Clay, but hold on, Clay. Are you surprised Clay didn't make it? All NBA team?
Shocked.
I'm not.
It was
Not
an
shocked?
outrage.
Let's see. The
Injustice.
6 guards that were on the All-NBA team, all were top 7 in PR. Clay was 31st in PR amongst guards. He was 11th in shooting guards. But Skip, do you remember the first 2.5 months of the season when Clay couldn't throw it in the Pacific Ocean from the middle of the boat? And he said, unless you're Reggie Miller, unless you're Larry Bird or Ray Allen, you can't tell me anything about shooting. Does anybody remember that? Or are we just going to remember the last 3 months of the season? Because they did play the first 2.5 months.
Okay.
Am I correct?
Okay.
Okay,
Tell
so-
me when it's my turn.
It's not your turn just yet. So who you take? Oh, so should he be on first team over Harden and Steph?
No.
Should he be on the second team over Dame and who else? Kyrie?
No. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay, you got Kimba, you got Russ.
Okay. And
That's hard too.
So let me ask you this.
you got him over Kimba?
No.
Yes.
Let me ask you a question. If I take Clay and I say, Clay, you're the primary, you're the number one guy. See, Skip, had Clay been on a team that won 70 games, I can make that argument. But it's hard to get all NBA when you're the third option. And you got 2 guys, one averaging 27 and another averaging 26.
He's actually the fourth wheel on that team.
Well,
most nights.
I'm saying
Yeah, I
scoring
got it.
option.
Yep.
So it's hard to justify putting you on an all-NBA team. But he didn't have a better year than Kimba. His team had a better year, but Kimba was magnificent. 25, 6, and 6. Can I interest you in that?
So can I interest you in Clay scored 22 a game to Kimba's 25 a game?
Yeah.
25 to 22. That's pretty close.
No, it ain't.
So the fourth wheel scored 22 over
He's
here
the
for this
third
team.
wheel scored option.
And by the way, the fourth wheel made 40% of his three-point shots to Kimba's 36%. And Kimba's much higher volume shooter.
Yes.
Rob, he shot way more shots. So he averaged 25 on 36% from 3. And Clay, much lower shots, 22 on 40% from 3. I'd say that qualifies. Now we get to the other side of the basketball
Yes.
court. And Clay, for the first time, thankfully, made second team all defense. Has anybody ever accused Kimba of playing second team all defense?
I mean,
No.
How
No.
much defense you gonna play at 5'9"?
Well, okay. So who's more valuable, Clay or Kimba? It's Clay. If you throw the defensive end on there, every night he's got the primary scorer in the backcourt, and he is dogging him.
If I take Kimba and I put him somewhere else, and I put Klay Thompson in Charlotte, they making the playoffs?
Yeah. Yes.
Hold
Hey,
on.
by the way-
Hold on. If I take Kimba Walker and I just
I'll
take
trade
Klay,
him. Yeah, I'll put Clay in Charlotte, and they'll make the playoffs.
stop.
See, you have no idea what he could be as the primary scorer. If his father is watching right now, and I know it's Daddy's pride, but Daddy would be furious with you right now because he'd say, let's just check it out. And I'm sure if Clay is watching, he'd say, you know what? I might just show Shannon Sharp what I could do next year somewhere else.
Yeah, Skip,
Yeah.
there's no question. But as a number one option, the onus, because you got to realize Clay is never getting the number one defender. Paul George ain't guarding Klay Thompson.
I don't know.
He's guarding KD or he's guarding
I don't know about
Steph.
that.
So he's Giannis.
Hey, Clay is a nuclear weapon.
He can
He
get
has
hot.
gone
Yes.
off.
Yeah.
He is just as explosive as Steph can
More.
be. More explosive.
More.
He
I
is,
give you
because
that.
I can show you stats where he's had bigger quarters.
But when you got Steph and then you got KD,
Okay?
nobody, look, they go into the game, we're going to take KD, Steph, or we're going to take Steph, KD. Clay is always the third guy they're trying to take away. He's never the first. He's never the second. When you play Charlotte, who you trying to stop, Skip? When you play OKC, because Russ and Kemba made it. Who you trying to stop, Skip?
Well, obviously Russ,
Okay.
but not Kimba.
Okay.
Yeah, you don't care that much
Yeah,
about
you do.
Kimba.
You got to stop him.
Okay, 25 a game, and they went 39 and 43, and again missed the playoffs by 2 games. And Kimba just keeps missing the playoffs.
But Skip, we don't know. But hold on. Are you trying to say there's comparable talent on the Hornets as opposed to Golden State?
Well, obviously not. But the point is, if I just go player for player, impact of that player, Klay makes them so much better. And we have just seen that in the last 5.5 games.
Okay,
right?
The reward for Klay being on a great team, they're in the NBA Finals. But the All-NBA, the player, is still a stat driven. I mean, you can't be. I mean, now the biggest shock to me is Rudy Gobert. How Rudy Gobert get up there?
It's just he's a defensive player of the year candidate. That's what it is.
He wasn't better than AD. He wasn't better than Cat, but that's neither here nor there. But Klay Thompson, I'm not surprised he didn't make it. That's not the knock on him. But Klay, these awards are not mutually exclusive. You can do both because you see, Steph is going to the NBA Finals, and he's first team All-NBA.
Yeah.
KD. So for you to say, well, of course you would rather. I think everybody that made it that's not in the NBA Finals would trade that award to go to the NBA Finals.
Sure.
But
that's what Klay said yesterday.
Yeah.
Rings.
Yeah. But you can have both.
Okay.
Yeah, I do both.
Huh.
I do both of them things. Because everybody, you know what I get, Skip? People like, well, Shannon, if you had a choice, would you rather have a Super Bowl ring or the Hall of Fame ring? I'm glad I ain't got to make that decision. I throw all the rings up on the table. All of them, Hall of Fame and Super Bowl.
I know you'd much rather have the Hall of Fame.
I don't know, Skip. I ain't hard
Hall
to
of
tell.
Fame ring.
I don't know, Skip.
That's all you want.
No.
It's okay.
I don't know.
It's all about you. It's
No.
It's okay.
No.
It's okay.
Yeah.
So you are penalizing Klay Thompson just because he plays for a really
Skip,
good team.
no,
That's what you're saying.
No. I'm not penalizing him, Skip. I just believe Kemba had a better year. Because we're going to just
Not
brush
really.
aside the 2.5 months that Klay was terrible, Skip.
If Kimba had carried them into the 8th spot, I might say, okay, I'm going to give you that, but he didn't.
Well,
He
you
couldn't.
know what? I sure would like to see Klay go somewhere
Well, I would
and him
too.
carry a team.
Yeah.
But this is going to affect him. I mean, he's going to make less now.
Okay, so what? You know what? You know what, Skip? He's going to make less. He's not in line to get a 5-year 221. He's in line to get a 5-year 191. Wow.
It's $30 million.
Wow.
That's, in his eyes, that is a big deal.
A $30 million. Just think about it. The third option is about to make $191 million. The third option.
Yeah.
But this is where I believe. I believe the Supermax was intended for Kevin Durant, a LeBron James, Steph Curry, James Harden.
Yeah.
Kemba Walker's in line for one of these Supermax. Come on now. I like Kemba. But Kemba is not that type of player.
I'm reading between the lines here. I believe you are disrespecting Klay Thompson because you're trying to goad him into going somewhere else to prove that he's the man.
Oh, my goodness.
You want him out of Golden State because you want Golden State out of Golden State. You want them all out of there.
Okay, I just don't know how you're going to pay. KD's in line for a Supermax.
Yeah.
That's 5 for 221.
But most people think he's in line to go to New York
Okay,
or
and
LA.
then Klay. So how you pay 221, 191, 205 for Steph, and then Draymond looking like, hold on, bruh. You know, Draymond hand looking like cups. He want his money too.
I was just thinking about him, too. All right, we got to move on. We can talk about that one all day. Does number 2 get all the credit for the Raptors win
get a bunch of
last
it.
night? Chris Broussard
Bunch of it.
answered
All the
that
credit.
question.
He get a bunch of credit.